Good morning, everybody. Uneducated Economist here. So I had to make a quick video here talking about lumber future prices. This is insane. We are right now sitting over 1,100 per thousand on the lumber futures contract that is not due yet for another 6 weeks, 5 weeks. So this is insane. This is absolutely insane, and it got me thinking about something because I was asked a question the other day. What are you seeing that's really crazy in the markets right now? This is crazy. Now, it got me thinking about some of the things that took place last year and some of the things that are taking place this year. Because last year, there was a huge demand for lumber. Huge demand. I mean, it was flying off the shelf. I work retail lumber. I know. I was selling it every weekend. We were cleared out of pressure-treated lumber. Go back and watch some of the videos. I was talking about this. Every week, cleared out of pressure-treated, could not keep it on the shelf. In fact, it got to the point that I had a hard time even getting the lumber. And so there was many projects that had to be put on hold because I simply could not source it out. The bins were empty for months. It seemed like there was a good 5 weeks that I had a hard time sourcing out particular units of lumber. This year, all the lumber can be had I want at a price. It's very expensive, but it's all available. Here's the problem. Last year, I didn't sell a whole lot because it wasn't available. This year, I don't sell a whole lot because the price is so damn high. It's like the same amount as last year. I really think I'm selling about the same amount of lumber as I did last year. The problem last year was I didn't have it. This year it's too expensive. Put it this way, guys. 1,100 per little. I think it was 1,120 or something that I was looking at. Relate that down to a 2x4. Okay, because a 2x4, 8 foot long, this is the most common piece of lumber that you're ever going to find in a lumber yard, on a job site. If you know the standard price of a 2x4 at any given time, or the retail price of it, I should say, not a standard price, but a retail price of a 2x4 8 standard piece of lumber, then you can really judge where the building materials are headed to. And now a 2x4 8 has 5.33 board feet of lumber in it. Okay, you take 2 times 4 times 96, because 8 foot times 12, 96 inches, and divide that by 144. There's 144 cubic inches inside of a cubic foot, so you divide that by 144, and you'll end up with 5.33. 5.33 board feet in every 2x4 8. On a future price of 1,120 per thousand, has that 2x4 at $6 on the futures contract price. Guys, this is very significant because if you think about it like this, if this keeps going at the pace that it is, which I'm already shocked at how high it is right now and that it's still going. It's just everything that I found, because I made a video out there saying, hey, we're finding some inventory buildup right now, and I can only assume that we're going to have a short but temporary price drop. The price didn't drop, it held steady. There was a slight, when I say slight price drop, I mean a few dollars per thousand. Very insignificant, like not even enough to even suggest that there was a price drop. But it did stall out for a while. And now, we're shooting off again. If you take this lumber futures price to 1,500 per thousand, which is really not that far away from where we are right now, considering that we were at 800 per thousand just a few weeks ago. If we take this to 1,500 per thousand, it will exceed my retail price of lumber right now, my retail price of 2x4 8s that I'm selling. Think about that, guys. This has moved so fast, so furiously up, that the future price could exceed my retail. Now, it wouldn't, because, as the market prices go up, we increase our prices to meet market demands, or the market, pricing. Same thing when it goes down, we adjust our prices downward as well. But I just think about that. It was just like, man, just a few weeks ago we were, hovering around 800 per thousand, a little over 800 per thousand, and now we're at 1120. And if we hit 15, it will exceed my retail price of what is current right now. You know, I think about like the amount of material that's being sold retail wise, and it is very slow. Like, but I think there's reasonings for that. I mean, last year everybody knew that they were going to be locked down at home, and they wanted to improve their environment. They built the fences, the raised garden beds. They did all that last year. There's no need to do it again. So it doesn't surprise me that there has been a drop in demand for a lot of this stuff. But really, it's not a drop in demand because they already did it. It's more of a drop in demand because of the prices. People are holding off on doing a lot of projects because they do not want to spend $60 for a sheet of half-inch CDX. And that is not surprising. Building, on the other hand, is different. The people who are building need to buy the product regardless of the price. They will spend any price for it. And the people who are ultimately paying for it don't really care what the individual price of a piece of lumber is. They're making a bottom line payment. As long as they can make that bottom line payment, the price can be anything. That's all they care about, is the bottom line. So this is an unsustainable situation that we're going into. How long it can last, I don't know. I mean, how far it can go, it's already beyond what I thought it was going to do. I mean, it's very surprising that we have achieved this position here. I mean, very surprising. So anyway, I probably make another lumber video tomorrow. I mean, I'm off of work today, so tomorrow I'm gonna, talk with some of the guys, kind of see what's going on with what they're experiencing as well, and maybe share some more insight on what's happening here, because this is extreme. This is very extreme. Anyway, got distracted there. All right, Uneducated Economist, you guys let me know.